Flashback, flashback. This week was all flashback, and next week there's a break. Well, fuck. Are there any flashback fanboys in the house? Yes? Okay, good. Because Kishimoto is just addicted to flashbacks. I really liked the title for this chapter, A Glimpse. I think it just summarizes it perfectly. It's just a glimpse into these little future events, the establishment of Konoha, the Senju versus the Uchiha, how that's just going to go on forever and ever and ever. And then, of course, that cliffhanger at the end with baby Sasuke showing up. I was like, what the fuck is Sasuke doing there? Did he learn how to travel back in time? Let's go back to the beginning of this chapter. Okay, so if there's like a general way of describing what happened, just like on a basic level, I would just say, surprise, surprise, Madara and Hashirama become friends. From the very beginning, you could pretty much tell who of the two was the superior one in terms of skill and fighting ability. I don't think that was ever up for discussion. Then, of course, we have the ongoing joke of Madara not being able to pee while being watched. And Hashirama says, well, that's one of your weaknesses, or it's one weakness that you have, that you're too sensitive to your surroundings. Well, that's what Madara says. And then I'm thinking, well, if it's only a joke, then why did Hashirama identify it as a weakness? Because eventually he might end up exploiting that weakness. Like in the final battle, he could be like, you were always too sensitive to your surroundings, Madara. Then again, being sensitive to your surroundings, I don't think I would necessarily classify it as a weakness. I actually see it as more of a skill. Color of observation, One Piece reference. You're more intuitive to your surroundings, or you're just fucking sensitive, I don't know. There's like Hashirama trying to try out this new fucking jutsu. He calls it the Mega Fist of Fiery Illusion, Shuriken Slicer Double Impact Jutsu. And the name just reminded me of the one that Sasuke uses when he throws a shuriken, and then there's like a second one underneath, like hidden in the shadow. Or it could have been one that Itachi used, I don't know. Turns out Hashirama has pretty solid chakra control. If he could scale that wall so easily, that fast. By the way, who does that remind you of? It's gonna sound fucking weird, but if Karen could be an Uzumaki, I'm pretty sure that Kishimoto could come up with some weird-ass fucking explanation as to why Sakura could be a descendant of the Senju, or have Senju DNA in her blood. I don't know. Just fuck it, man. I would not put it past Kishi at this point. I think anything is possible. If a little boy can survive a fucking boulder falling on his face. But anyway, Madara says that he's already lost 3 brothers, and he has one left, a younger brother, which I think I said in the previous review, but people were pissed off because I said it was boring, so I don't think they pay attention when I talk about the positives or the interesting things when I say a chapter was boring, which it was. The chapter was fucking boring. This one was a lot better. He says he's going to protect Izuna at any cost, just building up his character. Or his turn to the dark side, because as we all know, he's going to end up losing him, and that's going to be a trigger. That place where they're playing around will eventually become Konoha. Not that big of a surprise, pretty standard stuff. Then he goes back home, and Daddy is like, hey, that guy's an Uchiha, we have to kill him. And I'm just really glad that the whole skipping stone thing actually served a purpose. I know, like, people were saying, oh, the Bijou bomb went to the other side of the island, and that could have been like a reference to Madara trying to skip stones. Here in this chapter, we get another use for them, so that's really cool, because we find out that it's not just about them skipping stones just for the hell of it. That actually served a purpose. And, well, first of all, they serve as a greeting, but they also serve as a way to send a message to each other, which in this case is GTFO, my father and brother are about to hit the fucking field. And cue little Sasuke. By the looks of things, I'm guessing Tajima is both Madara and Izuna's father. And I don't know if... No, I was going to say maybe Tobirama and Izuna had like this friendship going on, but no. Tobirama was pretty much always kind of like a bigot. And I think that's the main difference between brothers, right? That Hashirama was able to make friends with an Uchiha, and Tobirama wasn't. And, Hashirama was able to fall in love with Madara, and Tobirama was just being a racist. Not sure what's going to happen with Izuna here just yet. But I do know one thing, he can't die this young. Because if you remember, there is this panel and this scene when I believe Tobi is telling Sasuke about, the Senju and the Uchiha clans. And we see Izuna getting buried, but he is way older than little Sasuke here. So yeah, regarding Izuna's death, I think we're going to have to wait until the village actually gets established. But at least we have Sasuke back in the manga. No, but anyway, what did I think about this chapter? It was alright. I mean, it's a flashback, so it's not like you can be like, oh my gosh, it's gonna become Konoha? Izuna's gonna fucking die? So it's not like we're expecting too many surprises to begin with, because it is a flashback. I don't know if I should start judging them differently, though. I don't know if I should hold flashbacks at a lower standard, because, you know, we already know eventually what's in the present, so we can kind of infer a lot of things. So I don't know if I should start doing that. But let me know. Let me know if you're a flashback fanboy. Like, no, don't get me wrong. Like, the Kushina flashback, I go back to that flashback, you know, very, very frequently, because it was so awesome. This one, I'm actually still waiting for it to get to that level of awesomeness so that I can go back and watch it. Because, I mean, the Kabuto flashback, fucking fail. Like, what the fuck was that? Random ass nuns and a fucking adoptive brother and shit. Like, what the fuck was that? What I'm hoping for is that this doesn't turn into another Kabuto flashback. Thank you. Comment, rate, subscribe. Catch you guys later. Bye.